freshmen come into Fleming County High School, they are shell-shocked. This is not a sit and get school. This is we get together, we work with our hands, we learn content at the same time while students are bettering their future. So about 5 years ago, we were at the bottom in the state, and Stephanie Emmons, the principal here, she knew that we had to change the culture of the school. We focus on what are you going to do when you graduate high school. And if that's not going to college, that's perfectly fine. We put students in pathways. They choose their own pathway. If that's college, career, they can change throughout their high school career. We have students that want to go into welding. We have students that want to go to college. We don't care if you want to be a plumber or if you want to be a rocket scientist. The high expectations never change. So if a student chooses to go into automotive their freshman year, we expect them to be the best in the state when they graduate. If you're going into college, that you are fully prepared for that and that your ACT shows so that your keys money is there. The students know that what they're going through in their high school career is going to prepare them for life.
You got to meet kids where they are. Not everybody's going to college. Not everybody's not going to college. And it's not even class by class. It's a mix in every course, every grade level. I try to show them the value of each and give them exposure to and knowledge about each, and then just prepare them to make their own decisions. I don't want them coming to me first for knowledge, which is weird for a teacher to say, but I don't give them information and knowledge as a teacher like the Socratic method, just stand and deliver. I present a problem, hey, how do we solve this problem? Then they have to go discover that knowledge on their own throughout the project, and it's so much more meaningful and therefore a better way for them to learn because it's something they put value in, and value equals retention. We do as much hands-on as is humanly possible, and different classes lend themselves more or less to that. Geometry literally translates to the study of the earth, so we do hands-on in there all the time. We've been working on triangle similarity and congruence, and one of the applications of that is indirect measurement. And every nice day when I teach that lesson, because it's usually in the spring, we go outside and measure the big, tall light stanchions in the football field, which would be impossible to directly measure. So we use triangle similarity, measure shadows, measure each other, and they get to figure, oh, hey, I can actually use math. The brand new construction math class that we developed for our juniors, I kicked the year off with them, said, let's take, I've got some milk crates down here, just a standard old milk crate. One of our new teachers, our impact coach, wanted to use the milk crates to hang file folders for her students that she was pulling for like remediation time. I said, okay, what a great project. So we started off, hey guys, let's just make a scale drawing of this milk crate. So we actually took the physical object, measured it out, and they made a 2-scale drawing. Not knowing at the time, they didn't, that they were going to then take that design and create a shelf to hold it. The whole time they're relearning, and some of them learning for the first time, ratios, proportions. They had no idea that's why they were doing it, but they knew they were doing it. We got to involve special right triangles, a lot of geometry skills that they learned the pure mathematics of it, but nobody ever told them why. That's a big part of our class. Just it's not enough to know what, you gotta know why.
So for the welding students at Fleming County High School, it's going to look a lot different than their regular classes. Right now we're doing a flipped classroom, and what that means is all my curriculum is loaded onto a Google Classroom. We've got a YouTube channel with all my lectures on there, so a student can learn at home, but when they get here they're assessed quickly and then they get more weld time. So much of what we do back in the shop is hands-on, don't get me wrong, but it's an outlet for all the academics. Like literally, welding itself is a science. I mean, if you talk about using your inert gases as shielding for all your processes, and then you get into the math of running a weld shop, you know, there's costs associated with figuring a project. I like to work with a math teacher on pipe math, you know, figuring out what a rolling offset would be, using 1.4 and 4 to find the hypotenuse of any leg given. And then what we've done here recently is Mrs. Emmons, our principal here at Fleming County High School. She bridged the gap, so to speak, and she's paired me up with an English 12 teacher. Senior year, I think they'll have to do a research type of project and then decipher what the text means and then put that out and communicate that to others. So we're using the OSHA 1926, which lexiles around 1100, which is completely on par for senior English. And those students are researching a subpart in the OSHA 1926, and then they're going to have to teach that to their classmates. I'm an OSHA 1926 outreach instructor, so by doing that and me teaching the course alongside, they will get an OSHA 30 card out of that. Not every student I have is going to be a welder, and I know that coming in. We advertise plumbing, electrical, linemen. I've got an engineering student in my classes who's beefing up on math, but he really likes the class because, again, it allows him to see what he's doing. It's not just drafting and drawing and computer, but he gets to see that product be built, fabricated, work alongside welders. And trust me, the running joke between engineers and welders isn't a good one. So for him to do that, he will gain a lot of respect out in the field, being an engineer who has come from a welding background. What I love about doing what I do is that I get to see that gambit of students, so anything from sophomore to senior, and I get to see growth. You know, I like flipping the socioeconomic status, I think. My demographic, for the most part, is going to come from a little weaker socioeconomic status, and by giving them the skills and the craft necessary to get out and get a great job, really flips that. Something that was really powerful here and motivated me to change the culture and climate of the welding shop was the 100K Club. It's something we started here, and basically what it is, we keep track of our graduates, and when they get done with their post-secondary option, there's a clock that starts, and they have 12 months to see if they can bust $100,000. And that, again, is such a strong motivator to our students to see the names on the walls, that when they were a sophomore, that student was a senior, so they know that they were right here and that it's possible. It puts that within, you know, a touching distance of their dreams.
I came to Fleming County about 6 months ago. I really like this school a lot more because it's a lot more hands-on, and I got to choose how many welding classes I want this year, which helps a lot because then I can see if welding's like a good job for me without having to spend a ton of money, but I also get the hands-on experience. I have to work really hard in here, which helps me because then in my other classes, then I have some sort of motivation to also do well in those classes because I'm doing well in here and I love it, and then when you're doing something that you love, then you try harder in other parts of your life.
I would much rather be here than majority of it spending my time anywhere else, honestly. You can just pursue so many different careers from this high school compared to others. The only thing I do is weld. That's what I plan on doing after high school. How Mr. Pease runs this, it's just like a job site, which I love it. I'm gonna be honest, when I was younger, I was kind of wild. I didn't really care about nothing. Didn't have moral standards, goals, you know. But then I got into welding, and Pease, he'll let you know how it is. He has expectations for everybody, so he holds you to a high expectations. And if you can't get there, he'll help you get there. So he's helped me out so much in life. I mean, the knowledge that Pease has gave me is honestly worth, I mean, I can't even describe how much.
Before I came here, I was very shy. I was closed off. Usually when you don't have very many opportunities to explore, you kind of just go with the flow. And I didn't really speak out a whole lot. And then I came here and I was given all these opportunities, and my first opportunity was student council, and I grew the most there. And then I got to see different types of CTE pathways I could go in, so business, medical, and it really just opened me up a lot, and I came out of my shell immediately after I came here. Since I've been in student council and business, I kind of want to go, I know I want to get a business degree, and I kind of want to start my own business maybe, or business management. Where we're given so many options, it helps us find who we are and what we really are passionate about. And I think that's the most important thing in high school, is finding what you're passionate about. Especially once you graduate high school, it's a whole different world out there. You don't, but we kind of get a sneak peek into that here.
I feel like there are so many opportunities that this school offers to students that many other schools may not have, and so I personally love being able to do what I enjoy. I think that it gives students something to look forward to, and for me, I love to cook, so sitting in math class thinking next period I get to come cook really makes me excited and makes me want to come to class. Each week a student is assigned and they get to design an entire menu by themselves. They get to decide how many portions they need and budget it out themselves, and then from there, they assign each student a different job. So some students will be working the serving line, some students will be doing the dishes, and some students will be taking orders and actually giving the food to the teachers and working curbside. I think that being here really opens up your eyes to see what different opportunities you have and what different pathways, because really here there are multiple opportunities that some other schools won't have. But I really think that all of them gives you those skills like leadership and being able to communicate and all those basic life skills that you will need in the future.
We hope to have a culture for everyone, from your farmers to your engineers. And we try to have everything in the school around that prepared for college, prepared for career, and prepared for life. We're a family, and we care about our students and what they do in their future.